At 88 years old, Max Baer Jr. finally speaks with rare honesty about his life, his career, and the people who shaped him most, including the formidable Irene Ryan. Born Maximilian Adelbert Baer Jr. on December 4, 1937, in Oakland, California, Max grew up in the shadow of greatness as the son of Max Baer Sr., the legendary heavyweight boxing champion whose fame and powerful personality brought both privilege and pressure into the family home, while his mother, Mary Ellen Sullivan, provided balance through discipline, education, and compassion. Despite constant public scrutiny, Max carved out his own identity early on, excelling academically and athletically at Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento, where he earned letters in 4 sports and twice won the Sacramento Open Junior Golf Tournament, a sign of the versatility and drive that would define his life. He went on to Santa Clara University, earning a degree in business administration with a minor in philosophy, a combination that later helped him navigate Hollywood not just as an actor, but as a producer, director, and entrepreneur. Max's introduction to performing came in 1949 on stage in England, but his professional acting career took off in the early 1960s when he signed with Warner Brothers and appeared in a long list of iconic television series including Maverick, Cheyenne, Hawaiian Eye, Surfside 6, 77 Sunset Strip, and Sugarfoot. Still, it was his role as Jethro Bodine on CBS's The Beverly Hillbillies from 1962 to 1971 that made him a household name, turning the lovable, dim-witted Jethro into one of television's most recognizable characters, while also trapping Max in the familiar curse of typecasting. Aware of those limitations, he gradually shifted behind the camera, finding success as a filmmaker with projects like Macon County Line, The Wild McCullochs, and the hit adaptation Ode to Billy Joe, before stepping away from directing and focusing on business ventures in real estate and casinos, including ambitious plans to build a Beverly Hillbillies inspired entertainment empire. His personal life, though largely private, drew attention through a brief marriage that ended in divorce and later high-profile relationships, most notably with Victoria Principal, a chapter that resurfaced in controversy decades later, which Baer firmly denied and which ultimately reinforced his desire for privacy. Now, with the distance of time, Max reflects most deeply on his Beverly Hillbillies family, especially Irene Ryan, whom he describes not as the sweet granny audiences adored, but as sharp, intimidating, demanding, and fiercely professional, a survivor of vaudeville and hardship who taught him discipline, honesty, and respect for the craft, even as she quietly showed warmth and humor away from the cameras. Her death in 1971 marked the end of more than a show for him. It marked the loss of a mentor and an era. He speaks just as tenderly about Buddy Ebsen, a lifelong friend and acting guide, whose passing in 2003 deeply affected him, and about Donna Douglas, whose death in 2015 left Max as the last surviving regular cast member of the Beverly Hillbillies. Today, carrying those memories alone, Max Baer Jr. stands as a living bridge to a vanished chapter of television history, one defined by resilience, laughter, and people who were far stronger and more complex than the characters they played, and in finally telling the truth about them, he honors a legacy that still echoes generations later.